What's up, everybody? Today we have one llama, one life. We're running the Longsword Fighter. Everything is solo self-found. We're starting with a couple extra meds and util. We had a previous game where we killed somebody who had 2 Explo bottles and a couple meds. So we're just going to run that. We forgot to record, but it happened in the run. We ended up running out of time to finish the actual full run. So we only have the first clip, but it was pretty interesting. I'm going to quickly show you what the Squire kit was that we're running and what perks and skills we had. We're running counterattack, combo attack, swift, and last bastion, as well as fortified ground, and we're topping that off with victory strike. This is the Squire kit that we're running. We have the Dark Curious, we have the dark leather leggings, adventurer boots, leather gloves, crossbow, and a longsword. And I think it's right about now that it's time to get into the dungeon. Okay, to start us off, we have the Forsaken Cloister. I'm finding this to be a very frequent spawn point I get. Now, we have these extra meds and Molotovs in our inventory, but we're not going to use them. We're just going to treat this like a zero to hero solo self-found, and we'll probably end up dropping those when we get a second. Wow, these are some really nice gloves. 3 agility, 3 resourcefulness, that's very nice. I think we're going to have to clear this mob before we open that door. Dang, I didn't even notice that had 7.8% headshot. That's insane. We're just going to duck out this archer. We're just going to clear a couple of these mobs. Maybe they have a nice upgrade for us. We are slowly trying to make our way to the cemetery where the usual fights are. I think we're just going to go ahead and clear these mobs real quick as well. Well, a couple gems, a couple bandages. Melee prop pot up there. Alright, I think we're going to head on towards cemetery now. I definitely hear movement. Okay, someone's taking Spectral Knight. I think we gotta counter that. Wait. That's definitely 2 sets of footprints. Definitely 2 sets of footsteps. How do we play this? Okay, Spectral Knight killed one of them. I think this is going to be easy for us. Get our banner down real quick. Okay, we missed that. I must have queued into duos. That's actually crazy. I was playing with my buddy the other day and I must have not queued back into solos. Okay, we gotta be careful here. Barbs have hella HP. Okay, we're starting with a headshot, double headshot, arm shot. Riposte. Okay, let's go. Alright. He can basically one-shot us here if we're not careful. Oh my goodness. And we win. Thank you very much, sir. Let's see what you have. Ooh. Nice, I see that necklace. Okay. Everything he has is an upgrade for us right now. Those are nice gloves. We're not going to swap them out. And we're also not going to take his chest piece. We're not going to take his chest piece because we want to keep the armor for the PDR. We're just going to sit down at a campfire for a quick second and get some HP back. I think we're going to head in there and we're going to finish the boss for them. And see what his buddy had. Maybe his buddy has some good loot too. Usually in duos, people actually run kits. Yeah, I'm glad we double checked, but I don't think we're interested in anything else he has. Let's just go ahead and slap a banner down, I think, and do the boss. That Spectral Fabric is going for quite a lot right now. Now this may be one of the tougher bosses in terms of, well, I shouldn't say tougher bosses. This is probably one of the easier bosses to start getting used to. But just as the rest of them and the mods in this game, this boss is super punishing. You're basically encouraged to never take 2 hits in a row. Because if you take 2, generally you die. Okay, point proven. Point proven. We're just gonna evade this a little bit and heal up. Right now it's just more important to keep the HP up. You're gonna get hit by this boss every now and again. It's just really important to know how to get back to full HP. Okay, we got our banner back up. Get our meds sorted out. Okay, we have our second special attack. We're at 66%. Couple more hits now. Gonna get a banner back down again. It's hard to remember to put that thing down. I'm not gonna lie. We just barely blocked that too. It's gotta be 1 or 2 hits away at this point. Heal back up to full. Never mind, we're not healing back up. There was just perfect opportunities. Alright, let's check the boss.
Oh my god! Wow! Oh my god!
Very nice, very nice. Spectral Fabric. That's going for around 30k right now. I mean, they've been going for a little bit higher, but that's really nice. Okay, she hit Kid on 2. We're just gonna go ahead and get crossbow upgrade. That rapier is really nice. We can't use it. Gonna get that copper. I think that's for a ring trade in now. And honestly, those gloves aren't looking that good now. We're just gonna take his cape for sure. I think that cap's worth taking too, but let's go see what the Marvelous chest has. Big money, big money, big money. Not so big, but it's not so bad. You know what I'm saying? Alright. We got a couple minutes left, so I think we hightail it and get to a portal. Now we are in duos, I'm pretty sure, so we're gonna have to keep all these doors open, all these exit plans, just in case. But luckily we got a couple portals on the map right now, and we're just gonna rush our way onto a portal. Okay, well we didn't open this door, and we were in here earlier. And these mobs aren't up, so they're probably over here somewhere, if there's anybody left. Okay, things are dead in this module, but we're gonna hightail it for extract. We're gonna grab this portal. Very nice. And there is the duo. And they're literally right behind us. That is crazy. We almost lost the Spectral Fabric to these PDR chads. They're not running anything crazy, but I mean, 2 people with PDR, one's a cleric and has spells, so most likely heals. I don't think we won that. 1,141 coins to end the run. That's not too bad, especially because we ended up getting the Spectral Fabric in the end, as well as those other players' kits. So we got gear upgrade, Spectral Fabric upgrade, and then we got a cool 1,100 coins in just cold hard cash. It didn't really take too long for this Spectral Fabric to sell, but it did take about an hour or two. We ended up getting 30k for it, and we had about 1,300 coins we had to spend in vendor fees. And from this one dungeon crawl, we basically made 31,000 coins. And considering the fact that we were running normals and not high roller, that's insane. We absolutely made it out like a bandit.